And Wickline is ready. So we'll get this game underway. On impact, there it goes, up in the air and down to about the 12-yard line. And it's back up by Jarvis up to the 25, maybe the 26 at most. 1st and 10 for the Colonials at about their 26-yard line. Travis O'Brien, sophomore quarterback. He's 6'2", 165, and has been doing quite well in recent ball games. Mike Unger is the fullback, and Greg Kirshner will be the flanker. Travis McClymans now is in at flanker. O'Brien rolls the pass. He completes it to the 30, to the 31-yard line.
That pass right on the money, because that was pretty good coverage by the outside or the left linebacker Mike Tracy, who hit the receiver upon impact.
Receiver was Scott Day, tailback coming out of the backfield. 5-yard pickup on 1st down.
You like to see that on 1st down, and I think we're going to see a lot of that on offense for New Oxford, getting O'Brien to roll out. Utilize that
I don't think he wants to stay in the pocket because the Southwest rush is ferocious. 2 setbacks in the eye. We've got McClymans in motion from left to right. There's the handoff to the tailback over the middle. There goes to Scott Day. Scott Day gets to about the 33-yard line.
Zach Elmer, the left tackle, pulling Day down from behind. But decent yardage, going to bring up 3rd and short. And this is where a team like New Oxford can be dangerous.
Ball's on the 33, 2-yard pickup on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and a long 2 for the Colonials. Same offensive set. 2 setbacks in the eye. O'Brien back to pass. There's a pass that's almost intercepted by the defensive back. Intended in there for Greg Kirshner, and Kirshner was well covered.
He sure was, Don. Number 45, Brock Wagaman, on the coverage there, did a fantastic job. Just didn't let that ball get through.
4th and 2 from the 33, punt formation, New Oxford. Lawrence is the punter. There's the snap. There's the kick. And the ball goes to the deep man. It's Brady. Brady feels it. It gets over the 40 to the 45, and Southwestern with good field position on their own 46-yard line.
That's what we've seen all year long, or the 2 games so far we've done for Southwestern, is they always seem to get fantastic field position. And that's a credit to their defense, pushing the other team's offense back into their own 3rd.
Operating room for Southwestern. They operate out of the wing T. They got a double wing set up this time. And the handoff is to the back, moving from left to right. That was Rory Kump on the first carry. He gets away from the first tackler and picks up about 3 yards on his own.
The safety Ryan Howe came up to make that play, knocking Kump out of bounds. The first linebacker to the scene, Paul Lawrence, missed that tackle.
Double wing, and now it's the man in motion from left to right. The ball goes to fullback. That's Tracy. Tracy over the middle, picks up a couple of hard yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down. And about 3.5.
Scott Day coming up and making that shoestring grab, filling that hole quite well.
Ball's in New Oxford territory at the 47-yard line. Handoff is fake. There's Brady rolling to the right, throwing a long one. His man's open. Incomplete. Good defense in there by McClymans.
I'll tell you what, Don, that is Southwestern's bread and butter play. They roll out Brady.
That was intended for Corey Rudders.
They roll out Brady and try and get Rudders behind the defense. And he was behind the defense that time, but great recovery by McClymans. That's going to be an interesting matchup all night long because Rudders has some size on McClymans.
So it's punt formation for the Mustangs. First possession of the ball game for each club. Does not net a first down. There's a long kick that goes deep into Colonial territory. Fielded on the 10-yard line out to the 15, about the 17. And that was Jason Jarvis on the run back to the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Colonials. They do not have field position, though. Notice that.
Not again. I was telling you about that matchup, McClymonds and Rudders. Rudders comes in at 6'1", and McClymonds is only 5'7", so it'll be real interesting to see if they try and isolate them on the outside.
Kirshner is a flanker on the left side, single setback. There's the pitch to Jarvis. Jarvis has running room. He's got a first down to the 29-yard line.
Just all sorts of room on that right side. Just a whole very big, led by the fullback that time.
So the New Oxford crowd whoops it up as the Colonials gain the first down of the ball game. The score is 0-0, and it's 7:50 remaining in this first period. 2 setbacks in the eye. The handoff goes to Scott Day. Day picks up about a yard, or maybe let's have 2 yards off his own left tackle.
Stacked up by a few Mustangs there, led by number 81, Jason Zinn, the monster back, who came up on the line that time to fill the hole. Not much going for New Oxford on that play.
They gave him 3 yards on it. 2nd down and 7. Out to the 33. New Oxford in possession. This is their 2nd possession of the ball game. Quick look-in pass goes to Kirshner, and he drops it. He had it slightly behind him, a little bit more lead, and he would have had a big gainer.
Tell you what, I like that play call. It's going to keep the defense honest. We saw them do that a few times, hitting the receiver on a quick post and finding some room across the middle.
3rd down and 7 now for the Colonials. They've got the football on their own 33-yard line as Kirshner comes wide to the left. Two setbacks in the eye. O'Brien back to pass. He's rushed, fires it deep, and it's overthrown at about midfield, incomplete.
Well, O'Brien actually threw that ball for grabs because that rush was coming, and somewhat fortunate the ball wasn't picked off. Actually, his receivers were in a defensive mode, just trying to deflect that so the defense couldn't intercept that. The defensive backfield of Southwestern, excellent job, but also the big defensive line getting in on O'Brien and giving him some fits.
Paul Lawrence goes into punt formation again. This is his 2nd punt. This one he gets off. It's a dandy. Chases Brady back to his own 30. He's got a blocker in front of him, and he fumbles the football, recovered by the Colonials at the 43-yard line.
Well, we said this New Oxford crowd was big, not only big, but very excitable. They were looking to get off their feet, and that's what they're doing.
Now the Colonials have field position on the Southwestern 44.
All it takes is one hand to get in there. If you're not protecting the ball, pop.
1st and 10, New Oxford. 6:40 remaining in a scoreless first period. Trips to the right, fires it out to Jarvis. Jarvis, no blocker in front of him, and he meets about 4 Mustangs at the 45-yard line.
They set up 3 on the outside. The middle receiver dropped a yard back of the line of scrimmage, and the Mustangs were by the blockers before anything happened.
Now that could eventually evolve into a halfback option pass, so keep that in the back of your mind. McClymonds, flanker wide to the right. O'Brien back to pass, fires it over the middle, and it's incomplete, and we have a flag at the line of scrimmage. It was 2nd and 11, and I think possibly there might have been a hold on the play. Yes, it was. Going against the Colonials, the offensive team.
Well, even with holding, the Mustangs are just getting into the backfield rather easily right now, and it has O'Brien forced to throw the ball a little sooner than he would like to.
Penalty refused. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11. The ball on the Southwestern 46-yard line, and the Colonials with a 3rd down and 11.
This is where the Mustang defense is just going to come after O'Brien. They know he's in a passing situation, and it really doesn't lead to much guessing on the defense.
Kirshner to the left, and McClymonds to the right. Kirshner split end, McClymonds a flanker. 2 setbacks, split. O'Brien is fumbling the ball. It's picked up by the Mustangs, and who's that guy? Ryan.
Zach Gilmore.
Zach Gilmore, touchdown Southwestern. That's who it was, Zach Gilmore. A big hit was put on Travis O'Brien, and he fumbled the football, picked up by Gilmore, and that was a 45-yard touchdown run for the lineman, the defensive lineman.
Tell you what, O'Brien was rolling out, and before he could turn upfield to even look at his receivers, he was met by at least 3 Mustangs, and Gilmore, trailing the play, just found that football, and just like the running back he could be, 6'2", 225, rumbling into the end zone.
Well, he didn't make it to the end zone. He got to the 1-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 1. There we have the touchdown by Mike Tracy off his own left tackle. We were mistaken. Thought he scored. We were looking to check the number of the lineman that picked up the ball, and we didn't see that he did not make it into the end zone. So Tracy scores from the 1.
How about that? I thought he was in the back of the end zone.
Brian Wickline for the attempt at the extra point. 6-0 the Mustangs. 5:24 remaining in the first period. And Wickline nails it through for the 7th point. Southwestern 7, New Oxford nothing, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. McClymonds with the ball, and he brings it back up from the kickoff from Wickline up over the 20, the 25. They had a reverse on. That was Jason Jarvis with the ball. Up over the 25 to about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the New Oxford Colonials. The Colonials now trail 7-0. And an unfortunate fumble, but you've got to give the Southwestern line the credit. The front 4 did the job.
Absolutely. With a young team, you want them to stay in the game as long as possible so they get that confidence.
There's the pitch to the tailback. Then it goes to Scott Day. Scott Day off the right side, picks up about 2 yards. He's up over the 30 to about the 31.
Little running room, greeted by a host of Southwestern Mustang defenders just swarming to the ball. There must have been 4 or 5 defenders all over the ball. And when that happens, usually not good for the offense.
2nd down and 8 now for the Colonials. On their own 31-yard line with 4:25 remaining in the first period. Mustangs leading 7-0 now. As we have Bill Staub in motion from right to left, and I think they took too much time to get the play underway. It's going to cost the Colonials 5 yards. Ball back to the 26. 2nd down and 13 to go now.
Well, that's the last thing the Colonials need when they're trying to stay with a team as talented as this Southwestern team.
Play coming in from the bench, and we've got the offense set up. They better move it. There's the fake handoff. The long pass is intercepted by the Mustangs. It's Brady. He's got running room. He's down to the 25, the 20, and finally knocked down inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. Two Mustangs were on the ball. Brady came up with it and made the run back at about the 18 to the 18-yard line.
Well, there was a fight for possession. That was double coverage O'Brien threw into, and the receiver did an excellent job getting his hands on the ball. Actually had a good fight for it, but Brady won out, and Southwestern knocking on the door again.
First and 10 for the Mustangs. Almost a mishandle, but Brady, the athlete he is, hangs on to the ball, hands it off to Tracy, and he gets a big gain as that forward wall moves him out now offensively. Lots of power on the left side of that line.
That's what that's what it was there. It was just
Josh
a power
Redding
surge.
and Brian Hart, the left guard.
Just moving that defensive line back right now. This is where they miss Mark Rhodes.
Second and about 3. Fake to Tracy. Keeper. Brady. Touchdown, Southwestern. Well executed play to fake to Brady. That held a linebacker in, and Brady kept the ball and moved it right off the left side, untouched.
Well, that's how you run the option. He had his tailback, Reese, open for the pitch if he needed it. The defender played Reese. In for the touchdown goes Brady, doing it on both sides of the ball.
So took 2 quick TDs here in a very short space of time. Gives the Mustangs a 13-0 lead, and now Wickline for the extra point. Up and good. 14-0 Southwestern. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back in New Oxford, and all of a sudden we have a 14-0 ball game with 2:44 remaining in the first period. The Colonials looked like they were going to hang in there for a while, and then an unfortunate fumble and a recovery by Gale Moore. A near TD by Gale Moore. He was down to the 1-yard line. Tracy took it in. Now we had an interception by Brady. And then a couple of plays later, he takes it into the end zone. Now Wickline kicks off. There's a long kick down to the 7-yard line. We've got the reverse. It goes to Jarvis. Jarvis off the right side, and he's up over the 20 to about the 23-yard line.
Well, Coach Lawrence is going to have to try and find a way to get some protection for O'Brien. We've seen him be dangerous if he gets protection, and that's going to be very difficult with the defensive line the Mustangs boast. They go 225, 280, 290 across, with the ends 185 and 175, who are very quick and very good athletes, and Bob Harpster and Corey Rudders. So they got their work cut out for them.
The passes that O'Brien has been getting off have been very well covered by the secondary of the Mustang defense. There's the pitch. It goes to Jarvis. He's trying the left side, gets to the corner, and is nailed as he gets about the 27-yard line.
Brock Wagaman comes up from his cornerback position, fights off a few blockers, but looked like at first the outside was open, but covered very well by the defensive backs of
Yeah, he did a good job coming up so quickly. There's the handoff to the tailback. Jarvis goes through the middle, trips as he gets through, and he gets up over the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Third down and about 3 now, or along 2. Let's call it 3 yards to go for the first down for the Colonials.
Tripped up by Bob Harpster there at the end. The hole was initially there. So we got a 3rd and 3. Tough call for Coach Lawrence.
Bill Staub comes in replacing McClymans, brings the play in from the bench as Kirshner goes wide right. Staub is a flanker on the left side. 2 setbacks in the eye. There's the fake pitch. And it's O'Brien back to pass, and nobody home as the intended receiver cut inside instead of staying on the sideline.
I think that was a busted play. He tried to pitch and nobody was there. Found some Mustangs in his face, and
he did well to get rid of it.
Did a very good job. threw it into space. Didn't really have a receiver. One fell down and threw it away from the defense.
So it's Paul Lawrence to punt once more. There's the snap and the kick. End over end kick is coming to Corey Rudders. Rudders is out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
So good field position for the Mustangs.
Again.
Once again.
First and 10 on your own 44 to start a series is not all that shabby.
They really make the field short for themselves.
Brady brings him out of the huddle. And we're ready to go. Wing on the right side to hand off to Tracy. Tries the left side. It's jammed up this time. And he may have gotten a yard. Paul Lawrence with a good defensive play in there.
Fantastic, coming off from his linebacker position after the good play by the defensive line, standing up and holding no holes.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 now for the Mustangs, just out over their 45-yard line to the 46. Fake by Brady. Pass out of bounds over the head of the intended receiver. And that was Ryan Wickline coming out of the backfield.
Well covered by the linebacker, Lab Mummert out there. Saw Brady in warm-ups overthrowing that same pass pattern, little rollout to his left, but it was well covered anyway.
Corey Rudders is split wide to the left, the wing on the right side. Brady back to pass, flips one over the middle, and it's going to be complete. Not for the first down. He found Wickline at the 50-yard line, and he gets to the 49 of the Colonials.
Good coverage. That's Scott Day and Ryan Houck. Day, the linebacker, and Houck giving him support from his safety position. Just not letting him get to the first down yardage.
4th down, 4th and about 3 for Southwestern.
Very encouraging for the Colonial defense.
That's the end of the first period. Southwestern leading 14-0. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in 30 seconds. So we're back at New Oxford, and Southwestern Mustangs forced into a punting situation. Vince Ecker is the punter. Oh, we've got the snap to the up back, and that's Brady. He's got running room to the 30. He's to the 25, the 20. He juke fakes at the 10 and goes in for the touchdown, and what an example of running that was for Aaron Brady.
I was going to say before that play, don't be surprised if they do try the fake. We saw it 2 weeks ago against York. The same exact play, the short hike to Brady, and the sideline wide open. Once he got past the line, there was nobody but the deep backs.
There were 2 deep backs, and he just faked them out of the picture. No question about it. The attempted point by Wickline is up, and he's got 3 in a row. 21-0. The Mustangs leading after the first play of period number 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back in New Oxford, and the Mustangs have just scored their 3rd touchdown, and they haven't put together a drive yet.
Very unfortunate after a good defensive stand like that to give up a touchdown on 4th and about 4 or 5. So a little disheartening for the Colonials.
Wickline will kick off. Again. Oh, he got his foot into this one. Kirshner deep at the 4-yard line. The fake reverse this time, but the Mustang they're ready. He gets back to the 9, and only the 9.
So the Colonials pushed way back again.
I think they went to the well once too often on that reverse or fake reverse.
They tried that fake reverse on the last time. They might have had some room.
The defense was spread this time, coming down the field. Travis O'Brien, the quarterback for New Oxford, coming into the game, and he'll start this series from his own 9-yard line.
Pushed up against the end zone, doesn't give him too much room to drop back with the pressure that the Mustangs are putting on him.
Troy Johnson to center over the ball. 2 setbacks in the eye. That's McClymonds in motion to the left. And the handoff goes to the tailback. That was Scott Day. And he picked up a couple of yards over the 10 to about the 12.
Josh Clemens comes in to make the tackle from his end position.
Second down and about 7.5 to go for the Colonials. They got the football on their own 12-yard line. Trailing in the ball game 21 to nothing. Handoff over the middle. Might have gotten a yard.
Doesn't look like Coach Lawrence wants to pass in this situation.
Scott Day was the carrier on that play.
A mistake down here could lead to another touchdown.
He's playing it pretty close to the vest down here right now. Jarvis comes in replacing Day as the Colonials have a 3rd and 6 deep in their own territory at about their own 13. Clymonds wide to the right, single setback. And I think they're going to, they pitch to Jarvis. Jarvis, a little bit of running room, but it closes quickly. 3 Mustangs get there and stop him before he can turn the corner. And he gets out maybe to about the 18-yard line, about a big yard short of the first down.
Well, they ran to the left, and the left was open for a while, but when you run to the left, your quarterback's supposed to come up and make a play, and he did. That's Aaron Miller for the Mustangs.
And it's Lawrence again to punt. This time from about his 13. This one off the side of his foot. And it's fielded at about the 40-yard line, and that's going to be the extent of it. Fielded by Sean Alt of the Mustangs. He's stopped on the 40, but it's the Colonial 40.
Pretty good coverage by the Colonials. Too bad the kick was just off the side of the foot. Besides, they were kicking from deep in their territory.
Field position again for the Mustangs as they come out of the huddle. Corey Rudders goes wide to the right. Aaron Brady is the fullback. We've got the quarterback. Tracy's the fullback. There's Tracy with the ball over his own left guard. Spins for a couple of yards as Day had him, and he spun loose for about 2 yards on the first down play.
Day seems to be always around the ball.
Offensively and defensively.
Sure, Brian Abel coming up to help on that tackle, but Mike Brady's a big fullback, and what I've seen so far always keeps those legs moving.
Wing right. And the handoff to Wickline. Wickline, power play off the right tackle. Gets him to about the 35-yard line of the Colonials.
That'll bring up 3rd and short, and the way Southwestern's playing, and as confident as they are right now, they could call anything here, and that's what really makes this defense susceptible.
Rudders split wide to the right. 3rd down and 5. Wickline in motion from left to right. Brady on the option. Pitches back. It's a loose ball. Fallen on by the Colonials, and they got it. A bad pitch by Brady. Threw it behind the intended runner. And the receiver. Turnover to the Mustangs.
That was good mental play by Brady, but the execution just wasn't there. Just the pitch was behind him. The pitch was made in time, just not in the right direction.
Let's give the defense some credit. They did a nice job in containing Brady, forced him to pitch it, and pitch it badly. 1st and 10 Colonials. O'Brien back to pass right away, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Mustangs.
That's Jason Zinn.
Jason Zinn, the cornerback, or the monster back, made the interception, and O'Brien overthrew his intended receiver for the interception. Another turnover for the Colonials. The Colonials have turned it over again, and they've turned it over to the Mustangs on an interception to Jason Zinn. The ball is on the 49-yard line of Southwestern. They have a 1st and 10. split in the slot on the right side. The handoff to Wickline. He's got some running room and picks up about 4 to 5 yards as he goes off his own right side.
Big hole out there. Ryan Howe coming up to make the play from his safety position. And I've said it before, but when your safety's making a lot of tackles, that means the offense is getting into the defensive backfield, and you don't want that as a defense.
4-yard pickup on first down for the Mustangs. They get into New Oxford territory with the 2nd and 6 now. And it's Brady back to pass. It's completed. Just short of a first down, but we have a flag on the play, and that's in the area of a hold. Oh. Face mask. Oh, offense face mask. That's a hold. Holding the face mask.
That's the first time we saw Brady drop straight back, and might have confused his offensive lineman, not used to standing him up in a standstill blocking position, rather not the moving pocket they're used to.
I'm sure that face mask was inadvertent. Sends it back to the 42-yard line of the Mustangs. Down remains the same. It's 2nd down. Fake by Brady, rolls out, pitches it, and is fumbled, recovered by the Colonials at midfield.
It's like Travis McClyman picked up that ball. That time Brady pitched the ball right on the numbers.
Oh, the pitch was good. And
just mishandled.
Mishandled by Wickline as he was hit. So we've got another turnover in the ball game. The Colonials have the football at midfield, but they're trailing 21 to nothing.
Well, at least I got good field position this time, John.
McClymon's in motion to the left. The handoff goes to the tailback. Over the middle he goes. That's Scott Day, and he picked up about 4 yards on that first down play.
In on the hit, Josh Clemens tripping him up, but not before a decent gain on first down.
It'll be 2nd down and a long 6 for the Colonials as they come out of the huddle. 2 setbacks in the eye. Split right, flanker left, handoff to Day, tries the middle, 1 yard. And that's all.
Not much there whatsoever. Big Zach Galmore in on the play, along with a host of Mustangs. Josh Clemens back in there as well.
Ball to the 45-yard line of the Southwestern Mustangs, and a 3rd and 5 for the Colonials. We're back at New Oxford. Travis O'Brien has received his instructions from Coach Jordy Lawrence for the big 3rd down play here from the 45-yard line of the Mustangs. 3rd and 5. Two setbacks in the eye, and it's O'Brien back to pass. He's nailed as he tosses it. Interception. Aaron Brady cuts to the right, to the center of the field, trying to pick up blockers, and he's tackled at his own 35. Forward to about the 36-yard line. Another turnover. Good pass defense by the Mustangs. There hasn't been not too many guys open.
All Brady's doing is reading Travis O'Brien's eyes and going where he throws it, playing a little center field there. And he's going to come up with a few interceptions tonight. Already has 2.
So the Mustangs get the football back. 1st and 10 on their own 36. Wing left, the handoff on a quick popper over the right side. Mike Tracy picks up big yardage as he goes off of Zach Gilmore and Chris Hallman on that one.
Glad Mummer pulled him down from behind on the play.
Officials timeout, equipment repair. 8-yard pickup on first down, so it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Mustangs with 4:44 remaining in this first half.
Worst field position for the Mustangs tonight.
Terrible field position. They're inside their own 45-yard line. In fact, they start on their 36. That was their poorest starting point for a series. Split right, wing left. Brady back to pass with a good fake. Fires it over the middle. Tracy's got it first down into Colonial territory at about the 44.
Tell you what, Brady put that right on the numbers and showed a real strong arm because there was 3 defenders right around Tracy.
Aaron Brady is some athlete. Wing on the left this time. The handoff goes to Rory Kump. And Kump off the left side picks up a yard on first down.
Kump was tripped up at the line and brought down eventually by Paul Lawrence, one of the inside linebackers, the left inside linebacker.
You talk about Brady with a rifle arm. He plays shortstop in a baseball team.
Well, that's what you're telling me, Don,
Yep.
and I haven't been fortunate enough to see that yet.
9 for the Mustangs from the Colonial 43-yard line.
Wing right and a split on the right side and a little double wing actually. The ball goes to Wickline. He's got blockers in front of him. He's got first down yardage and he's tripped up as he gets near the 30-yard line of the Colonials.
Tripped up by 46 Lance Bullard.
Big Zach Gelmore, one of the lead blockers. When your right guard is as big as that and can pull and get out and be one of your lead blockers,
6'2", 225 pounds, and he can move.
And that's going to open up the outside. That is a luxury to have on offense.
We have a timeout on the field called by the Colonials. 3:42 remaining in this first half. First and 10 for the Mustangs. A quick flip over the middle by Brady. And that's going to be about a 7-yard pickup.
Nice pickup on the play. Paul Lawrence comes up and makes a big hit. But right now, New Oxford giving the Mustangs a little too much room on offense.
5-yard pickup on that first down flip over the middle. There's a handoff over the middle to Tracy. Tracy gets to the 25, short of the first down by about 2 yards.
Scott Day and Bill Staub coming up from their linebacker positions to make the stop just before first down yardage.
This is 4-down territory, though, at the 25-yard line.
Southwestern wants to score another one before halftime, and well, obviously New Oxford wants to go into halftime only down 3 touchdowns.
There's a handoff to Tracy. He goes off the left side. That's bread and butter first down area.
Right off the left side, and just power surge by that Mustang offensive line.
Good blocking in there again. It was Rudders, Redding, and Hart on the left side. And that's first and 10 for the Mustangs on the Colonial 22. Let's call it the 21-yard line with 2:10 remaining in the first half. Brady fakes, rolls right, looking for a receiver, fires it, intercepted by Scott Day of the Colonials. And he's back outside the 10-yard line to about the 11.
That's a big play for this Colonial defense. Southwestern looked like they were moving the ball in for another score, and that would have been real big going into this halftime.
Southwestern's turned the ball over 3 times, and the Colonials have turned it over about 3 or 4, at least a half a dozen turnovers here in this first half.
Colonials haven't been able to capitalize on the Southwestern mistakes, and that's unfortunate because Southwestern's not going to make too many mistakes throughout a game. They've already made 3 in the first half.
Kleiman's wide to the right. There's a handoff over the middle. And that was Mike Unger, the fullback, for one of his infrequent carries here in the first half. And he picked up about 2 yards off his own right guard.
Southwestern's going to call timeout in hopes of getting the ball back with some time on the clock. Just try and get another touchdown or possibly a field goal with their kicking game of Ryan Wickline.
We'll keep it right here with 1:35 remaining in the first half. And, the Mustangs leading 21-0. And actually the Colonials just unable to mount too much of an offense against this tough Southwestern defense. either on the ground or through the air.
I believe they have 1 first down so far, which just spells it right out there to you. They're not moving the ball.
New Oxford not playing bad defense themselves, with the exception of a few big plays. They would be in this ball game.
Well, one of the touchdowns was on that fake punt where they had stopped Southwestern on a 3rd and 4. So they played gutty.
1:35 remaining in the first half. As Kirshner comes wide to the right. Flanker left. And there's the pitch. The pitch goes to Jarvis. He's got some speed, then he turns the corner, gets around the left side, and forward progress up near the 20-yard line. Let's see where he's stopped. I think it was about the 19.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, and he did a good job to stay in bounds and keep that clock rolling. Southwestern not going to call timeout.
Yes,
or
they
have
are.
they? Yes.
Yep, they stop it again with 1:20 remaining in the first half. So Scott Day is going to replace Jason Jarvis as Travis O'Brien comes over to talk to Coach Jordy Lawrence.
When they make that pitch, the outside is open initially. If they can get a blocker out in front and get a man marked on the cornerback coming up to make the play, they could get some room.
Now they have 3rd and 2 to make the first down, and their main objective right now is, being so deep in their own territory, is just to try to hang on to this football and keep the score within the 21-point margin, I think, going into the locker room. Of course, we can't read Jordy's mind. He just might go for the big bunch of bananas here.
Well, he said he wasn't, he was going to pull all strings.
He's going to use every page in the playbook and pull out all the stops. And he can be quoted on that. 3rd and 2 for the Colonials. There's the handoff to Scott Day, and I think he was stopped short of the line of scrimmage.
Stopped well short.
After all the strategy and the talking, a loss on the play instead of 3rd and 2. Now we're back to 4th and about 3 or 3.5.
All right, Southwestern should get the ball back with about 35 seconds left.
Single safety is Brady. Lawrence gets the kickoff, and Brady fields it at the 45, and he heads for the sidelines, gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 40 seconds left. And that was his objective, to get the ball out of bounds and stop the clock. And we have an injured Colonial on the field at about the 10-yard line, and somebody looks like they're really hurt on that play. Okay, we're ready. Brady back to pass. He's got time. Fires it long, and it's overthrown. Intended receiver was Jeff Reese, and the ball falls dead at about the 5-yard line. So right off the bat on first down, they went for the long one. That took 7 seconds off the clock.
McClymon's and Brian Myers over there. Pretty good coverage.
Back again. Brady gets time, fires it incomplete. Almost intercepted by Paul Lawrence.
Wow. Paul Lawrence had nothing but green in front of him.
He had some running room. I don't think he would have had the TD, but he would have picked up sizable yardage. I'm saying that because I think Brady would have caught him. 24 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd down. There's Tracy over the middle for about an 8 or 9 yard pickup.
Southwestern's going to have to hurry.
Yeah, they're out of timeouts. Brady fires it over to Rudders. He steps out of bounds with 8 seconds remaining. Stepped out of bounds at about the 23. 1st and 10 to go for the Mustangs.
Maybe 2 plays left.
Not interested in first downs now. Now we'll see if they go for the goal line. Colonial defense better back up a little bit.
Go for a field goal.
Oh, field goal attempt. Here we go. It's Wickline. 40-yard attempt from the 30. There's the kick. It's up. It's good. A line drive right through the uprights. Just cleared them. So it'll be kickoff. And the kickoff will, and its return will probably end the first half. So the Mustangs are successful. They got the ball back and they scored. Wickline boots it up in the air. It goes to Scott Day. They make sure they keep it in play. And then Day runs it back out. Unsuccessfully, he can't get out of bounds. Time had run out anyhow. So we have a 24-0 score here at halftime. The Mustangs over the Colonials. And the Mustangs of Southwestern with 14 points in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, and that's 24 on the board for Southwestern.
Corey Rudders is back there for Southwestern, going deep.
Yeah, and this, the new fellow, Jeremiah Johnson, will be kicking off for New Oxford.
So we'll see what he has to offer. He looks like it's all set. Ball's teed up. And the third quarter's just about underway. Johnson kicks off. High kick. Short. Fielded at about the 20. Brought up and stacked up at the 35-yard line. That's where Southwestern will take over.
35-yard line. 22, Scott
So
Day.
1st and 10 from the 35.
Scott Day made the tackle at the 35, so the Mustangs have their worst field position of the night at the 35. The previous worst was the 36.
Rudders out wide left. Wing T. Give us to the fullback, or it's actually a quarterback keeper. No gain.
Stuffed in the middle. Good tackle in there by Bob Topper. He's the last guy to get up.
Maybe a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Ball on the 36, just underway in the third quarter. Southwestern on top, 24-0. Rudders out wide left, 2 backs behind Brady. They give us to Reese. He's got room. He's all the way up to the 45-yard line, close to a first down.
Looks like he's short of first down yardage.
Just about a half a yard short of the first down, as the defensive secondary had to make the tackle.
So we got 3rd and 1.
Third down and less than a yard for the Mustangs.
Southwestern's ready to go. Wickline and Tracy behind Brady. Rudders out wide left. Give us to Tracy. He's got a first down up over the right side all the way to the 50-yard line.
24, Keith Snyder on the stop, but it is a first down for the Mustangs at their own
1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Keith Snyder on the tackle. Not before Tracy had first down yardage plus.
Brady set up under center. He gives us to Wickline over the right side. Has some room. Makes the tackler miss. Then stopped and hit hard. Not before he gets about 6, maybe 7 yards on the play.
Looks like Coach Seidenstricker has decided we're not going to fool around, fellas. We're going to run it right at him. That's the impression we get thus far in this third quarter.
Seen nothing different. 2nd and 3. 2 backs behind Brady. Rudders out wide left again. Give us to Tracy, the fullback. Has some room. Breaking tackles over the middle. First down yardage all the way to the, looks like the 34-yard line.
Brian Abel hanging on for the tackle, but Tracy pile driving his way for the first down inside the, just well, at the 35-yard line of the Colonials.
Ran behind Redding and Hart that time. The give this time is to Looks like Reese breaks tackle, bounces outside, but brought down by Ryan Houck. Nice play defensively.
Beautiful play by the safety. Stopped the runner after about a yard gain. Houck did a nice job there.
9 minutes left in the third quarter. Southwestern on top, 24-0. 2nd and 9. Brady rolls out. He wants to keep it. Lofts the ball up. Has a receiver. It's Tracy out in the flat. Has a first down at the 20. Make that the 17-yard line.
What a job by Brady. He knew he was going to be tackled. He just saw Tracy out there, flipped it over the defender's head, and good enough for the first down. What an opportunistic play.
Not the prettiest of plays, but certainly got the job done. Give us to the tailback, Reese, across the left side. Not much there. Brought down by a host of Colonial tacklers.
Noticed a little more zip in the offensive attack of the Mustangs. They're not wasting any time in the huddle. They're not wasting any time getting back to the line of scrimmage. They're just moving.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play.
Moving that football.
Rory Kump in the flat. Rudders out wide left. Gives to the fullback, Tracy, up across the middle. Good yardage again.
You could have run 4 fullbacks through that hole.
Very close to first down yardage.
And not vertically, horizontally.
They'll give him a first down on the play, so it's going to be 1st and goal. It's like officials' timeout on the field.
I think they're calling for a measurement.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Most likely at the request of New Oxford.
We have found a key. Looks like a General Motors door key.
Tracy had terrific running room right through the line of scrimmage, off his own right guard that time, right guard and right tackle.
That's behind Galmore and Hillman. That's some big boys to run behind. 280 and 225.
And it's down to about the 8-yard line.
And it is a first down after the measurement.
7:44 remaining in the third quarter. And the Mustangs maintaining possession here from the onset of the kickoff.
Brady set up under center. We have flags on the play, and the looks like the left guard for New Oxford has jumped.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Encroachment.
Bob Conrad, please report to the high school office.
So we'll get half the distance to the goal line. Remains first down.
To the 4.
1st and goal from the 4. 7:25 left in the third quarter.
The ball in the Colonial 4-yard line.
Wickline and Tracy behind Brady. He gives the Wickline up and hit hard after a gain of maybe 1.
22,
Scott Day with a fine tackle. Wickline with a fine cut. Looked like he was running wide. He cut inside, and it appeared that he might make it. And then Day came up and stopped him at the 3-yard line.
Made that cut just a fine day. We have Kump and Tracy behind Brady. The give is to Tracy, and he's stacked up. Forward progress all the way down to, looks like the 1-yard line.
He got an extra yard with that spin.
led by Scott Day and Keith Snyder, the way it looks.
3rd and about a yard out from the goal line.
So this Colonial defense hanging tough. Kump checks into the game along with Reese. Southwestern's ready to go. 3rd and 1 from the goal, from the 1. Tracy and Kump behind Brady. Reese in motion. The give is to Brady. He keeps it, breaks a tackle, and in for the touchdown.
Notice Brady, when he came up to the line of scrimmage, he looked around. He had an air of confidence, and I just sort of thought, this guy's going to keep the football. He did.
Showed his strength there, breaking a few tackles. New Oxford got into the defensive backfield, but couldn't bring down Brady. So Wickline, he of the 40-yard field goal tonight, in for the 2nd.
Well, this is just a chip shot for him.
Just a little swing of the leg.
Oh, this is only 20 yards.
The kick's up, and it's good.
31-0, the Mustangs lead. 6:10 remaining in quarter. Back at New Oxford, ready for the kickoff after the Mustang touchdown. They lead 31-0. Here's Matt.
New kicker, it's Andy Burwager. Back deep for New Oxford, Kirchner and Jarvis. Short kick, it's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line. And all the way back up to about the 37-yard line.
That was Paul Lawrence on the run back for the Colonials. And the Colonials now with decent field position. They get the football for the first time here in the second half with 6:04 remaining in the third period.
So New Oxford gets the ball for the first time in the third quarter after a long sustained drive by the Mustangs. 5:54 left in the third quarter. Power eye behind O'Brien. Drop straight back. Screen. Nothing doing. Good coverage by the end.
Corey Rudders stuck with the swing man. The screen man.
They had Jarvis moving out into the flat, but nothing there.
Good job by Rudders defensively. Didn't have to do anything. Just stuck with that Jarvis guy, and the play was busted.
That's a tough end to throw over. Got some height on him. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ball's placed on the 32-yard line. Power eye again. Day and Jarvis. Pitches to Jarvis. Breaks one tackle, but nothing doing.
Tracy and Rudders on the tackle.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No more than that.
Tracy from his linebacker position slowed him up. Corey Rudders put the finishing touches on him. So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and a long 10, and this is where the Mustangs, it's like a track meet. They hear the snap, and they come after O'Brien. Kirchner out wide right. Staub wide, make that wide left. Kirchner, Staub out wide right. Straight drop.
Blitzing linebacker.
Come on, has a receiver in the flat. And the receiver drops the ball.
Unger, the fullback, coming out of the backfield.
It's Mike Unger, the fullback, dropping the ball. The blitz was on right up the middle.
It was a good play to call and a good receiver to hit. And I believe Unger would have had the first down had he completed it.
Rudders and Brady will be back to field the punt by Paul Lawrence. The punt's off. High kick. Fielded by Rudders. Following his blocker. Gets to the outside. Breaks the tackle and finally brought down at the 50-yard line.
Paul Lawrence on a nice tackle of Corey Rudders to stop him at midfield. Getting back to that first play of the New Oxford series, it was a good play to call. And it just happened to be the alertness of Corey Rudders that messed it up, because if he wouldn't have played it properly, it would have been a big gainer on the first down.
The New Oxford defense trying to stop the Mustangs. Couldn't do it on their first drive. Gives to the fullback Brady. Breaks a tackle, has room over the middle. Gain of about 7 all the way down to the 42-yard line.
Tracy gets running room off his own left tackle again. Had to be stopped by the safety man, Ryan Howe.
Call it 2nd and 3. 2 backs behind Brady. Rudders out wide left. Give us to Reese over the left side. He's brought down hard and short of the first down.
Good pursuit on the part of the Colonial defense that time. 3rd and less than 3 to go for the first down.
Jason Sommer on the stop.
Call it 2 yards to go for the first down. Southwestern taking a little more time in the huddle.
They have plenty of time. 31-0, they're leading.
Nothing but time. Rudders checks out wide right this time. 1 back behind Brady. Wickline in motion. Drop back, roll out by Brady, being pursued. Flags on the play. He keeps the ball, dives for the first down. It's going to be close, but we have holding against Southwestern.
It's going to be nullified. The infraction was at approximately the 46-yard line. And that'll be a big loss.
They'll drive them back 10 yards from the point.
Holding. It's a point of infraction trial. So it winds up being longer than a 10-yard penalty.
So that'll bring up
Goes to an 18-yard.
third down again. Looks to be about a good 18 yards to go for a first down. 3:15 left in this third quarter. 31-0. Mustangs on top. Two backs behind Brady. He drops straight back and sacked by the New Oxford defense. They brought everybody.
They had the blitz on. And it was Staub that made the tackle. Quickly coming in and nailing Brady for a good defensive play. The New Oxford defense forcing the Mustangs into punt formation.
The punt team is in for Southwestern. Nice kick by the punter.
That was Reese.
The reverse is on. Kirshner gets the ball, but Southwestern not fooled, and he's brought down at close to the 20-yard line.
Gone to the well too often on the reverse as far as receiving punting is concerned.
Reese on to kick that ball. Haven't seen too much of Vince Eckers tonight.
Well, we want to give the Mustangs credit for good coverage as far as punts and kickoffs are concerned. Colonials have not been able to bring it back too far.
Just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Travis O'Brien's on for another series of downs. Power eye behind him. Drops back straight. Throws across to the outside. Overthrows his receiver, Travis McClymans.
Jason Zinn was covering deep, and he had the receiver covered, but the ball was thrown over his head also.
Actually, two defenders out there, just not much to look for when you're dropping back if you're Travis O'Brien.
Second down and 10 for the Colonials.
Dane Unger in the eye behind O'Brien. Give us to the fullback, and not much there.
Nothing.
Unger on the carry. Nothing there. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. We're just at a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Kirshner checks in for Jesse Fieser. Checks in and check out wide right. McClemens in the slot. Power eye behind O'Brien. He drops back, rolls right, throws across the field, and that's going to be interference. The intended receiver, Scott Day, hit before he could make the catch.
He was hit too early. Ryan Brown coming up to make the hit prior to the arrival of the football.
And that's not the smartest play in the world, because certainly not first down yardage on the play.
Oh no, definitely not. Just a little too eager to get there. And that gives the Colonials the first down with 1:13 remaining in the third quarter.
Ball placed on the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Power eye behind O'Brien. He drops straight back again. Looks across the middle and thrown and incomplete. Massive hit on the intended receiver, Kirchner.
That was a good defensive play in there by Brock Wagaman. He and the ball arrive simultaneously. That's good. That's good pass defense.
Fantastic pass defense. I believe timeout on the field. The intended receiver, Kirchner, a little shaken up. He's standing, but being attended to right along the 45-yard line.
Mustangs are leading in the ball game, 31-0. It was 24-0 at halftime. And they received the second half kickoff, drove the ball from about their own 35. Yeah, it was from the 35. So they had a 65-yard drive for the touchdown. And with 6:04 remaining in this period, they scored.
Like you were saying, Don, that was their first drive of the game.
First drive of the ball game. The rest of their scoring came in other rather unusual ways.
Kirchner helped off the field. He seems to be okay under his own power. A little groggy. Not sure what the problem is, but nonetheless, 2nd and 10. Ball on the 34.
Watching this pass defense set up by the Colonials, by the Mustangs, it's just tough to get a pass to a receiver. They are well covered.
McClymonds wide right, Feeser wide left. O'Brien drops back, has a receiver, Bob Topper. He's across the 45-yard line, out of bounds. Looks to be like a first down. It is.
That's the first time they have gone to the tight end on a delay, and I think that's one of the things they're going to have to do more often.
So,
spread the defense and run the tight end underneath.
Back-to-back first downs for the Colonials. Feeser checks wide left. Two backs in the eye behind O'Brien. McClymonds in motion. The give is to Scott Day across left side. Make that
lead blocker in there was the fullback, Unger, and that helped Scott Day pick up about 3 yards on the play.
2nd and 7. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. It's been all Mustangs so far. 31-0.
Let you know that the varsity cheerleaders would like to thank the JV cheerleaders for cheering with them tonight on homecoming night.
Colonials are ready. They're brought to the line by Troy Johnson, the center.
2nd and 7 for the Colonials.
High formation. Pitches today across the right side. Gets a block and is rolled out of bounds by a host of tacklers, including Mike Tracy, after a gain of about another 3.
44, Mike Tracy.
So it looks like Southwestern's quest for the City Cup repeat is pretty well under control here, leading 31-0 at the end, almost at the end of the third period.
3rd and 3. Jarvis checks in for Day. McClymonds wide right. Feeser out wide left. Pitch to Jarvis, has a blocker, up and over for a first down at the 42-yard line.
Brian Abel put a beautiful block on Mike Tracy to enable the ball carrier to make the first down. Excellent block by Abel.
So the Colonials might have something going here. That should do it for the third quarter. That does do it for the third quarter. So we'll break, change sides. The score, Southwestern Mustangs on top, 31-0.
And we'll be back in 30 seconds. Back into Oxford to begin the fourth and final period. Here's Matt Deal.
Thanks, Don. 1st and 10. O'Brien up under center, power eye behind him. Drops straight back, across the middle, and nearly intercepted, incomplete. Intended receiver Mike Unger out of the backfield.
What a rush the defense put on O'Brien. He did well to get rid of it.
Threw that ball low, so it was very difficult to catch, even if you are a defender. Especially if you're a defender. 2nd and 10, 11:57 left to go in the third quarter. It's all Southwestern, but you wouldn't know it by the fans. New Oxford Colonial fans, very excited.
Well, they want their Colonials to get on the scoreboard.
These are wide left, I formation behind O'Brien. Drops straight back, throws over to the left, has a receiver, in and out of the hands of Jesse Feeser.
Tough miss. Nice pass by O'Brien.
That's unfortunate. Probably the first open receiver he's had to throw to today. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Ball placed on the 42-yard line. That was definite first down yardage on that play.
Oh, no question about it.
Beezer wide left again. McClymon's out wide right. High formation. Straight drop by, almost intercepted. It's intercepted by the end, Bob Topper.
Bob Harpster.
Excuse me, Bob Topper for Colonials.
Harpster went high in the air to pull that one down.
The rush was on again by the Mustangs.
Harpster is 6'2", and he used it all to make that interception. So that's the end of the Colonial mini threat.
And look at this, Southwestern gets the ball at the 50-yard line.
First down and 10 Mustangs.
Aaron Brady brings the Mustangs to the line. 2 backs behind him, Kump in motion, give to Tracy, has room across the left side. Gain of about 5 or 6 on the play.
13 Ryan out, wants to stop.
Once Tracy gets through the line of scrimmage, he's got plenty of leg power to drive for that extra yardage, which he did on that play.
6'1", 195. Very powerful back. 2nd and 4. Rudders wide right. Handoff. Wickline stacked up and hit for a loss by the Colonials.
Beautiful play by Paul Lawrence. He was assisted by Ladd Mummert. And Wickline didn't have a chance on that one. He lost a couple of yards on the play.
Lost about 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 6.
2 pile driving linebackers making the tackle for the Colonials.
Brady up under center, Kump in motion. The give it. Brady keeps the ball and has the first down over the left side.
Beautiful fake by Brady. That just froze that defense enough for him to roll out around the left side and pick up that first down plus about 3 yards.
Brady knows where he has to go. He sees it and is a very determined runner.
Well, he's a 3-year starter on this football team, and that's experience. That's a lot of experience for a high school player.
We're right at 10 minutes to go in the first in the game.
31-0, the Mustangs leading.
The give is to Tracy off the left side. He slips and stumbles and gains just about 1.
Almost a missed handoff that time.
Covered by Paul Lawrence.
Jason Topper and Paul Lawrence made the tackle at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 9. Once again, it's been all Southwestern here at New Oxford High School. On top, 31-0. The handoff, fake handoff. Brady keeps the ball, has room in the backfield, and breaks tackle out of bounds all the way down to the 20-yard line. Make it to 21-yard line.
Aaron Brady with some fine faking, excellent running. We've seen him run past people, by people, over people, and around people tonight.
Those designed rollouts have been very difficult to read. Reese and Tracy in the backfield. The give is to Reese off the left side, and he's hit and dropped for a loss. So that'll bring up 2nd down, about 11 yards. Rudders out wide right. Kump in the flat. The give it to the fullback, has room.
It's Reese. Oh no.
We have a new player in the game.
Yeah, that's Rory Kump. Number 32, Roy Kump.
No, I believe that's 33, Ryan Brown, just into the game. Kump lined up in the flat that time.
That's right. Yeah, that was Brown. We're going to see a lot of new backs coming in here in the late stages of this ball game. There's a penalty on the play against the Mustangs, so the play is nullified. We've got 15. 15 yards against Southwestern.
Did not see the call.
What's the call, fellas? The call is start the clock.
They're not going to tell us. 8:40 and rolling in the game.
I think it might have been a personal foul. I'm not quite sure. Mixing it up in the middle a little bit too much.
Brady drops straight back, steps up in the pocket, lofts a long high ball down deep, and tipped and incomplete. Intended receiver Jeff Reese down at the goal line, but 3 Colonials around the play.
Brady was almost hit before he threw the ball. In fact, he was hit a little bit. He got away from the tackler, and I think it threw his timing off as far as getting the pass off.
Kump checks into the game now. Brown and Wickline in the backfield. Split behind Brady. Another straight drop. Sets up the screen. Has Wickline and a lot of room on the left side, but brought down from behind. And not even back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played over there by Bob Topper. He played the screen like Corey Rudders did against the Colonials here in the third period. Did a nice job.
Sure did. Ball gets back to the 26-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th and 16. Will they let Wickline kick another field goal, or are they going to go for it? Looks like they're going to go for it.
Let's see, 25. Yeah, that's a little bit out of his range, I think.
So Brown and Wickline line up in the backfield. Brady rolls out and is nearly brought down. He keeps the ball and will now be brought down. No gain on the play. New Oxford takes over on downs.
Topper slowed him up, and Houck finally brought him down, but Brady's not easy to bring down. He shook a couple of tacklers on the way to the turf.
Very close to being brought down in the backfield. That did slow him down and give the Colonials enough time to get him.
Credit to Colonials. They're down 31-0, but they stopped the Mustangs on this drive.
After giving up 24 points in the first half, they've only given up 7 here with 7:21 left in the game. O'Brien drops straight back. Heavy rush, eludes it, has some room, throws across his body, has a receiver over the middle, and complete to Mike Unger.
Good catch by Unger. And it was a good play by O'Brien, a heady play by the quarterback.
It is a first down.
And now we've got the second unit defense coming in for Southwestern with just a little over 7 minutes. Just a little over 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. So we'll go to our depth chart here.
Full scale substitutions. McClymon's out wide left for the Colonials. O'Brien drops straight back, looks downfield, has a receiver, but overthrown. Had McClymon's after one pump fake, but overthrown. Staub checks into the game.
Yeah, McClymon's had speed, but not that much speed to catch up with that one. That was grossly overthrown.
Beezer, wide right. I formation behind O'Brien. Staub in motion. Straight drop. O'Brien throws across the middle, has Feezer, and he's up and finally brought down for a first down all the way up to the 45-yard line. Make that the 48-yard line.
And the Colonials penetrate Mustang territory. They're wasting no time coming right out of the huddle.
O'Brien gets his snap to give us today across the right side. Squeaks up for a gain of 3 yards. Second and 7, 6:08 left in the
So the Colonial faithful here, hoping that this drive will culminate in a touchdown.
O'Brien pitches to Jarvis. The halfback has some room on the outside. Brought down after a gain of Gain of about 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Andy Berwager on a jarring tackle on the far side of the field after the 5-yard pickup.
Good job by Berwager to come up and make that stop. McClymonds checks into the game for the Colonials. Stop will come off. 5:34 left to go in the game. Fees are wide right. McClymonds out wide left. I formation. Unger and Jarvis behind O'Brien. Throw is across the middle.
Intended for Unger, but pressure was on O'Brien. Lots of pressure was on O'Brien.
Unger was not ready for that pass. But that's what happens when you get that big rush on a quarterback. They tend to throw it a little sooner than they would like to. 4th and 5, but Colonials are forced to go for it. We'll see what they have to offer. I formation behind O'Brien. Pitch out left. That's Jarvis, has some room, and he's dragged out for a first down at the 30-yard line.
There's Jeremiah Ross that drove him out of bounds. But there was a big pickup on the play. First down yardage, and the Colonials, they're out into the 32-yard line of the
not quite to
Mustangs.
The 30. Colonials ready to go. 5:12 left in the game. Split backs behind O'Brien. Rolls out to his right, being pursued. Looking to throw downfield, has a receiver. Is he inbounds? Is he inbounds? Looks like it is.
Completed.
Another first down. That's down to the 21-yard line. This is receiver on that one.
Couldn't see it. Too far away.
And got buried after he caught it.
It was buried. I couldn't see the number.
5:03 left in the game. New Oxford on the move. Checking into the game, Scott Day. Keith Snyder. There's a penalty on the flag. That'll move him up even further. And Keith Adams also checking into the game. Flag on the play, must have been a personal foul. Ball is now placed on the 10-yard line, or just outside the 10-yard line. The give is to Scott Day over the right side. Has about 4 yards on the play. So New Oxford knocking on the door, doesn't want to get shut out. Ball placed on the, it's like the 7-yard line. Second and 6. They can still get a first down. 3 backs in the backfield. The give is to Day off the right side. Not much there.
He was stuffed in there by J.D. Granger.
Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. We'll call it 3rd and 5. Just under 4 minutes to go. Southwestern on top, 31-0, holding on to that shutout. Power eye left this time. O'Brien keeps the ball, rolls out left, being pursued, throws across his body into the end zone. No receivers there, and we have a flag in the backfield. A late flag at that. Very interesting to see what this call is going to be.
I don't know whether it's intentional grounding or whether it was a personal foul after the pass, or inadvertent flag. Inadvertent flag. Evidently, the official that threw the flag thought there was no receiver in the area. The back judge said there was, so that nullifies the flag.
4th and 5. Looks like this is going to be the Colonials' last chance to get on the scoreboard. Jason Jarvis checks into the game.
The defensive player that messed up O'Brien that time was Nate Stetter from his defensive end position. He wasn't faked.
Power eye left again. O'Brien keeps it, rolls out right, heading to the end zone, and not going to get there.
He did not get there.
Brought down from behind before he could get to the end zone or the first down marker at the 3-yard line.
That was Stetter again who maintained his position over there and didn't let O'Brien get around the corner. So the score remains 31-0, Southwestern.
Can't see if Aaron Brady came back onto the field or not.
Yes, he's in at
Brady at quarterback. They give us to Mike Tracy off the left side, pushes to the outside, and Ryan Howe comes up and makes a nice open field tackle.
Tracy picked up the first down, though. It's outside the 15, about the 17-yard line. Good defensive play by Howe. And now we've got the second offensive unit coming in for Southwestern.
I know Andy Burweiger takes some snaps there. So does Mike Kiefer. We'll have to see what quarterback comes out of this huddle.
Well, they only have 10. Now they got 11.
3:10 left to go in the game. Looks like Kiefer gives off the left side. Nothing there. Paul Lawrence on the tackle. They give us the number 25, Paul Gibson. Not much there for the Mustangs. We'll give him 2 yards on the play. Second and 8. 2 backs behind Kiefer. They give us off the left side. Has some room. And first down yardage for
Keith Hoffman was the runner. So the clock will stop as they move the chains. 2:20 left in the ball game.
Once the ball's set, they'll roll the clock as they just did. Clock's rolling with 2:15 left. Southwestern all over New Oxford, 31-0. Matt Clough checks out wide right. Handoff inside. Gain of about 4.
A little more than that. As
extra yardage.
He kept pumping those knees, and I think he picked up about 7 or 8 on the play.
Did pick up 8 yards after the initial stop of forward progress. 2 backs behind Kiefer. Give is off the right side. Not much there as the Colonials swamp to the ball.
That was Jeremiah Ross with the football.
Colonials want a turnover on the
yardage.
Play. Colonials want a turnover on the play, but they're not going to get it. As Don told you, Jeremiah Ross on the run. Second and
third and less than a yard.
Third and very short yardage.
Third about 6 inches for the Mustangs.
Kiefer up under center. They give us to the fullback, and not much there, but
just enough.
Just enough for another first down. So they'll move the chains for the first down.
Brian Abel making another tackle in there for New Oxford.
Clock rolls again. We're just under 1 minute to go. Southwestern cruising to another victory. He gives off to the left side, stopped and hit. Gibson won the carry. "30 seconds to go. This most likely will be the final play of the game. Mustangs on top, 31-0. Kiefer up under center. They give us to the right side. And not much there. Good defense by the Colonials.
That was Ross.
Jeremiah Ross again on the run. And that will do it. 8 seconds, 7 and counting. So the final score, time expires. The Mustangs win it. Another shutout, their 5th of the season. 31-0.
And we had a scoreless 4th period. Mustangs scored twice in the 1st period, and a touchdown and a field goal in the 2nd quarter to lead 24-7 at halftime. 7 more points in quarter number 3 on a 65-yard drive. And pretty much a stalemate in quarter number 4 with lots of guys coming off the bench for Southwestern. 31-0 is the final, and we'll be back with a bit of a rundown, some further comments in 60 seconds.
And in Adams County.
Yeah, that's right. Everything coming right down to the wire for these guys.
I love playoff time. It just really gets the old adrenaline flowing, doesn't it? Imagine living next door to a neighbor for years and never talking to them. Well, on second thought, I guess a lot of us can't imagine that. But John Reppitz has a similar story in high school football as 2 teams get ready to meet tomorrow in the playoffs.
Here's a quick lesson in football geography. Southwestern and Hanover and Gettysburg are 16 miles apart as the car drives, closer as the crow flies. Yet their first official gridiron encounter will take place tomorrow night, all the way up in Carlisle. Although these teams have never met in an official game, they have knocked helmets in some preseason scrimmages, so they are by no means total strangers. In fact, they probably know each other more than you would think.
This game here, you know, you're talking about the kids you hang out with at the mall, okay, because the schools are that close. Shoot, I told them, I said, you guys might end up marrying one of their sisters someday.
I wouldn't go so far as to say marrying sisters. That's pretty good now. It's the first time that 2 Quad A teams have ventured out of this area into the district playoffs, and it's really a neat thing that is happening with 2 teams that are so close.
Southwestern rolled to a 10-0 record in York County Division I. Gettysburg was 9-1 in Mid-Penn 3. Yet some critics say other teams are more deserving of these 2 playoff spots.
I can go back to 1987 when Gettysburg was undefeated here and didn't make it into districts.
We have to prove our critics wrong, because if we don't, it just makes them right.
The players have done everything necessary to get to this point, and they know they belong.
We made the playoffs, and we're just ready to go out and win.
First 10 games are down. You said this is the 2nd season. How much longer is this one going to last?
As far as we're going to take it, I guess.
Which is?
We'll see what happens.
John Reppitz, News 8.